All right, guys. I think Luna's somewhere around here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my sewing channel. So, if you're new, don't forget to hit a thumbs up, subscribe. Go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set up over here just to make sure that I can see myself. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right, I can see myself. I can see comments. You guys can see this right here. Perfect. Awesome. How's the quality for you guys? Good. Okay. All right. So, don't know what happened, but the link wasn't working. So, not sure. Okay. Let's see here. Notification. Okay. So, what I'm making is the Empress tote. Hello, guys. I'm making the Empress tote. I'm making the one with the fancy straps. I haven't made the one with the fancy straps before. I've only made the traditional one and then the one that I did with applique. That I did the quilting in applique. So, let me show you guys from my collection. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. What the Empress looks like. So this is the Empress. I don't think you guys can quite see that it's kind of big. There we go. Maybe. All right, so this is the Empress. I'll try to scoot you guys back just a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more. Let me see here. Okay. There. Okay. So this is the Empress that I did that's quilted with applique. And I put the straps inside. So that's a little bit of a change that I did. And then this is the traditional one that I did with the center accent piece. I think if I push back a little bit more this way, you guys can see that. So these are the different ones that I've done. I've done more. Other ones are already sold. The one that I did for the cover of the video of the picture of the, what you call it? The one that I did for the cover photo sold immediately. It was gorgeous. It was an absolutely gorgeous one. Okay, so let me get started with my straps. Actually, no, because this isn't a full bobbin. So let me wait on that. Let me wait on that. So those are the cross body straps. Okay, these are the handles with the accent pieces. Those to the side. Okay, so this is just a little piece that I'm folding over just for the cargo pocket. I'm just making it into a slip pocket. And then I'm using an overlay for the toy pocket on the inside. Here are all my lining pieces. This is the base. This is the toy pocket piece. This is the cargo pocket / slip pocket piece. And 2 lining pieces. And then I have my exterior. I have my base and my two main pieces. So I think I'll start with the lining pieces first. Just because if I run out of bobbin, it's not going to be as detrimental. Okay, so for hardware, I'm using gold. I felt very nautical. So gold are all of my hardware pieces. I have to figure out the crossbody connector situation. So I really wanted to use these cute ones. All right, somebody text me. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our overlay piece. And one of our, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put the heat press on. I'm gonna mark my centers. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Are you guys working on anything special? Anything that I have cut out a few of the Rowenas by Knotted Thread Co. She did give me permission to make one during one of my live sew-in chats. I just want to kind of like, I don't know, I want to do it justice, so I want to make sure I do a couple of them before I actually make it. Okay, so I did that. Is it this piece? No, that's not that piece. That's this piece. Okay. Yep, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so because I will be needing to turn it through the pocket hole, I do need to make this into two pieces rather than the traditional Tori pocket. Tori can do it without having to cut it because she can just like flip it and fold it and do all that stuff. I can't really do that. I don't know how she does it, but my mind just doesn't work when it comes to that. I was trying to read over the pattern pieces and then I had a text her and I was like, wait a minute. What's going on with these fancy straps? Like, what is the measurement? And she told me. I was like, oh, that makes sense. All right, so I'm going to fold this in half to mark my center. And just a tiny little crease. I am going to grab some double-sided tape and put it down. So you can measure it down, you can eyeball it. I like that placement. I don't know if I'm going to get it again after I put tape on it, but we'll see. The great thing about the overlay is that you can really use any template overlay you want to use. I know that Tori has one in the pattern that she designed specifically for the add-on version. Okay, that looks good. Which is great if you have leatherette, because with leatherette you can engrave it with the laser. Okay, that looks good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch around the exterior. Let me see if I have any of the little cute little fold over tags to put in there. I don't think I do. That would be cute. Okay. That over there. Over there. Let's see if I can make sure it come up a little bit more. Just a little bit. Okay, so I have a 5 stitch length just to make sure. Hi, Karen. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to sew all the way around to the outside. I like to kind of start in the middle, but you can start anywhere really. Hello. Are you working on anything special this week, Karen? I've been cutting a lot of Rowenas. I'm going to actually make one out of the vinyl that Tori sent me like a year ago that she had embroidered the tattooed bell on it. I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to work out really well. One more. Ooh, too far, too far. Mayday, mayday. Okay. A little too far on that one, that's okay. Okay, and I'm going to pull the to the back. Maybe. It's like a little bit tangled. There we go. Okay. I don't know if I ran out of bobbin or what. Let me figure that out. And it was sounding kind of interesting, but I didn't know. That's good. All right, so I did that. Now I get to cut into it. Hello! Actually camping this week. Nothing like sitting outside with the fan on. Heat wave this week, yeah. I completely understand, Karen. So last 2 weeks ago, I think it was, when we had weather that felt like 100 degrees plus, we actually went to the boathouse to try to get a couple things worked out, and it turned out that luckily we were able to get the air conditioning to work, but it did take a minute. And let me tell you, it was very interesting to be on a boat with minimal air conditioning. Outside, obviously, it was still hot. It was hot. Yes, Luna. Luna's knocking on the door. She's like, "Let me in." So it was definitely interesting, and I definitely had a fan on the entire time. Like, literally. Hi, Gail! Let me let Luna in. She's going to keep knocking on the door until I let her in. You coming? Luna? Come on. There you go. Good job. You want to go outside? Yeah? Come on. Okay. We'll see when she gets back in. I just left the door open for her. Because sometimes she comes right back in and sometimes she doesn't. Alright, so with the overlay, I'm just cutting around. I think today we were having a little bit of with lives today. Barb with Janie's Designs came on and did a studio, which was awesome. And then Susan did a takeover. I had to start getting ready for my live, so I didn't quite get to finish. I don't know if she actually is already done or not. Alright, my overlay piece. Gonna take that to the side. I'm gonna grab my zipper. Okay, put pretty sides touching. Okay, joining stitch. I'm not sure if you guys can hear outside. We've got a bunch of like little insects and cicadas and stuff. I'm feeling very nautical today, for sure. Okay. That looks like that. And then this goes like this. I'll put my zipper on in just a second. I just want to get everything lined up first. Started a small cross stitch project. Haven't done any in years. Low energy project in the heat. Karen, yes. I actually started cross stitching about 4 months ago, maybe. I really enjoy hand stitching. So I used to actually make everything by hand, like dresses and everything else like that for my daughter and my goddaughters. So it's natural for me, but I wanted to have something that I can like stitch and do things while I was waiting for my son during swim practice. And so he starts back up September 2nd with swim practice, and then now instead of being an hour long, it's like an hour and 45 minutes. So it's definitely going to be interesting sitting there, so I'm probably going to have a lot of cross-stitching / embroidery projects to do. Hey, Pumpkin. Hey. Let me close the door. Watch out. It's like moving a horse. I'm not going outside, sweetheart. Come here. Come here. Do you want to come say hi? Do you want to say hi? Come here. Come. Good girls. Say hi. Say hi. So I don't know if you guys can actually see Luna. There you go. Maybe you can see her. This is my puppy. This is my puppy. Are you my puppy? Yeah? You my puppy? Alright, down. Good girl. Yes, good girls. Luna is my puppy. Yes, babies. She is going to be 2 years old at the end of the month. Okay, baby. So she is technically still a puppy. Okay. Zipper pull. No, baby. Back up. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to put my zipper pull on. She's hilarious. She's got her squeaker toy out. It's too funny. Okay. Alright, okay, well that's not quite straight. It's gonna drive me cuckoos. It had just a little bit too much of a bump to it for me. So yeah, I really enjoy doing any type of hand stitching, crocheting. I don't knit. My daughter knits. Sierra got into knitting this past year. But me, no. Nope, nope, nope. Not me. Now she's like right here behind me. That's what she does. And then I have to be careful if I stand up that she isn't like directly behind me because I don't want to roll a chair back and like roll on her tail or anything. But that's what she does. She just hangs out with me. You going back upstairs, baby girl? Good. Sierra's up there. Sierra, does she have water in her bowl? Okay, thank you. Okay. So, yes, definitely love anything that's small and portable and I can take with me. So in the summer, swim practice is still inside, but it is hot. I mean, it's hot outside too, but it is hot and steamy inside of the enclosed swimming area that's supposed to have like ventilation through like, you know, opening up some stuff, but it doesn't seem to have enough. There we go. Awesome. So see that? Got that. Now I'm going to go ahead and drill around there. I have a 6-month-old puppy, and she still sleeps most of the day. But mornings at 6 a.m., she acts like she hasn't seen me for a week. It takes her about a half hour to calm down. Yeah, that's Luna as well. Luna is definitely a wiggly butt little girl. She loves to wiggle, 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 wiggle. She sees me and she gets so excited. Really. Anybody in the morning, she's like, let's go. So she is definitely like a morning person. Or dog, should I say. I am not much of a morning person, but I have started becoming more and more of a morning person between my son, who has always been an early bird, and now Luna needing to be up and out by 7:30 at the latest. She is crate trained, so she does sleep in her crate at night. But she will straight up be upset if you let her be in there any longer than that. You will definitely hear from her. Okay, so I've done that. I'll do that just a little bit so I can pull it to the back. It's not absolutely necessary, but because all I do is pull it to the back and then burn it. Like, I don't do the not tying off things. I burn it and then like squish it. There. Okay. There we go. Now I'm just going to do the sides and leave the, it did shift a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to sew down each side to close off the sides, and then I'll come back and do the bottom later. Don't go through that. I would be very upset if I showed you that. Snip your threads. our 8-year-old dog can sleep, and she doesn't usually get up until hubby does. Oh, really? She can sleep until noon, huh? Yeah. Luna does love her naps. Don't get me wrong. She will take a nap. But we went on a walk today. We went on a 1.5-mile walk. Her, myself, and my daughter, Sierra. We went on a walk today. It was 1.5 miles. Hey, baby girl. You back? Okay. So, put this to the side. I'll get the other lining piece, exterior, and then my little accent piece that I want to put on. Put this there. This there. Put this. I don't know if I want this one or I want this one. Yeah, I think I'll do it like this. Hi, baby. What you doing? Sometimes you might see her just kind of like nudge my elbow. That's when she wants my attention. But now she's just laying down. There we go. My 1/8" tape. So I am hearing some people saying that they're having issues with my website, not letting them check out. If that's the case, please, please, please reach out to me. And let me know. Like, just send me like a forwarded version of like your checkout card or something, and I will do my best to try to get like the order pulled and done on my side, and then you guys can I'll just send you the link to pay for it and then get it mailed out to you. I don't know what's going on. Shopify's been giving me a lot of problems lately. Luna, don't lick on that baby. She's got this sore on her arm. Do I need to put the shirt back on you? Huh? She did not like the shirt. She did have like this interesting like thing in her elbow area. It was very interesting that, hey, no more. And she licks on it and licks on it. She's like, licked all the hair off. It's crazy. Initially, the vet was like, it's allergies. Like, she's allergic to her food. And we're like, what? So we changed her food to the salmon food instead of the chicken. And then we also put her on a antibiotic, and I ran out of bobbin. See, I knew that's why I was going to do that. I've got another one. And we have her on a shot every 6 weeks. My dad, Lord help me, he's not here anymore. But my husband says she's a designer dog. Maybe so. Maybe so. What is going on here? Why? What are you doing? Okay. So what is going on here? Okay, that's obviously giving me troubles. Trouble. I didn't leave a long enough tail to really like grasp it. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to start back a couple of stitches from where I started. Like maybe 3. I've got these little arms and I can't see go. All right, I'm going to put this to kind of like flatten a little bit. Just because it's waterproof canvas and it's got that backing to it, so it's a little stiff. So I want to be able to make sure I can line it up properly. Perfect. Okay. All right, I like that. There we go. I'm gonna trim that. Okay. I'm gonna put this as more of a joining stitch, just to really make sure the pocket comes up. Lena said hi, Sandra in chat. Hello. Okay. So now I'm just going to come up here, just divide it so it's 2 pieces. I want to move over just a little bit, but I don't want to hurt her. My baby girls. Snip your tails. Okay. Okay, there we go. Awesome. So we have 2 slip pockets. Great. So our lining is pretty much done. We just have to construct it. So why don't we just do that? So I'm gonna okay, so for the bottom base piece, you do want to find your centers. This does help. Okay, and then you're going to want to find your centers of the sides as well. Okay. Come back to this in just a second. We need to put both of these pieces together first. Pretty sides touching, do our sides, and then we can go from there. And if I'm not mistaken, I wrote this at 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. We wrote this pattern like, goodness, almost 2 years ago. Yeah, I think we debuted it in October of 2023. And this is the first time I'm doing the fancy strap version. First time. Okay. Where are my other clips? Because I know I brought them down. Sierra, my love? Are my glitter clips still up there? No, I see them. Thank you. I like my metal clips, but my glitter clips just hold things a little better. Oh, no, I don't need it. But you can put this AirPod in it. Just because I don't listen to anything while I'm on the live. Thank you. Can you do me a favor and adjust this just a little bit more down? Just a tiny bit. Down or up? Down. A little bit more. That's good. Thank you. I just want them to be able to see, like, oh, it's too down. There you go. That's better. Thank you. Alright, I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. It's very grainy on my side. Is it grainy on your side, Sierra? Is Daddy streaming? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to leave the hole on the opposite end of the of where the zipper pocket is, because I want to be able to just grab, pull it through, and then close the bottom all the way with the zipper closure. It just makes it a little easier. Okay, so it might have been 1/2 inch. Okay, I'm working in the base into the lining piece, meaning it's a little bit bigger, so it might have been 1/2 inch. It's been a while. Now you guys can't see what I'm doing over here. Ugh, hold on. There. I think you guys can see better that way. Okay. Let me know if the view's good, guys. I should be able to see what I'm doing. All right. I'm going to start here, go all the way around, and stop here. I like to do it with my base at the bottom, but you do you, however you want to. Whatever way is easier for you to get her done. Okay, and I'm going to use my do. I got my other phone on, so in case I get any messages or anything. We are going back to the boathouse tomorrow, and the kids are finally coming with us. We've gotten to the point where we've gotten all the kinks out and everything, and got internet out there. Power's good, water's good now. There's still a tiny shower in that back boathouse, but luckily we're at a marina that offers showers and bathroom stalls and stuff like that, so we don't have to take a shower on the boathouse. We can just go down to the clubhouse. All right. Oops. That clip went flying. Okay. So now we have bats, and we have a hole right here. Okay. And then that way when I go to turn it inside out, I go through here. I can grab this. It's just easier. Okay, so this part is done. I do want to put my magnet snaps on now before I forget, because I put them on both sides here and there. Like, I like to, just so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, I like to put them on either side of these little loopy loops right here, but away from the top, so that way I can still do my top stitching without getting it in the way. So I do measure down 1.5 inches and put my magnet snaps. Where is my little? Okay, so I like to go 4 inches from the center. And 1.5 inches down. And it works out really well. This is a that this is a 8-inch ruler. Actually, let me put this. Where did I put the other little bucket? Where's the other little bucket? I have buckets everywhere and then I can't find them. Okay. So let's go like this. Piece of chalk. I just happened to have pulled chalk out today because I wanted to mark the front with chalk instead of the silver marking pen, just in case it doesn't want to cooperate and come off. There it is. So the other thing I like to do is clip everything together so I can cut through all the layers at once. Okay. Little hole, not too big. Nope. Don't turn off. Okay, so I did that. Now, I know may sound crazy, but I like to take a little, whatever you have extra, a little piece of waterproof canvas, webbing, whatever, make the holster here, just make a little bit of a buffer. Just something I have been doing. Nothing too crazy. But I wasn't going to use that tiny little piece of webbing for anything. So, might as well. Now this one, I just bend over. Because it can be a little tricky to use the knife. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've done so many of these. Okay. So you could reverse it, and when I mean it like as you could put a male on this side and a female on that side, and then just have either or both male and both females on either side. It really does not matter. It's not that big of a deal. I promise. You can do it. Just make sure you have a male and a female. That's all. I think we've got some new people on. Anybody working on anything interesting? Anything interesting sewing project wise? Love to know. In case you're new, I'm working on the Empress tote. It's a pattern that Tori and I designed together back in 2023. I think it was about October. And we worked on that together. Had lots of fun putting this bad boy together. And this is actually the first time I'm making it with the fancy straps. So you may need to bear with me while I go through the instructions and do the whole angle thingy that she does. Because this is my first time. But she did say she will be available in case I need to phone a friend. Okay. And I like to keep those. Oh, I just did it. Guys, did you notice that? I have two females. I don't have a male over here. Like, these are just the flat ones that are skinnier, that are flatter. Oh, goodness. And I just said, make sure you don't have two males or two females. Well, it's a good thing I caught that before I went too far. It's like, wait a minute, it should be snapping together by now. Oopsie doozy. Alright, let me go. Okay. I didn't have to go far. It was just right behind me, but still. a little annoying right now. Quick fix. Quick fix. When I was pulling everything, I thought I double checked, but it happens. Because it wasn't in an already pre-packaged one. I was just going through my stash that I have in my little drawers. Like I have little toolbox drawers that you pull out. And I didn't notice that I had pulled out. I just noticed that one of them was flat and one wasn't. So it was like, oh, okay. Now, see, now that's snapping together. See? Snapping. It's together. Perfect. Okay, we'll put this to the side. And now that we have a nice, fresh bobbin, we can work on the curvy straps, the fancy dancy straps. I'm not gonna lie, I might need a phone a friend for this one. I'm not sure yet. I was like, what did I do with that? Here it is. So this is my 3/4 of an inch double-sided tape. I think the only one that I'm running short on is 1/4 inch, but I've got plenty of every other size. I've got 1/8 inch, 1/2 inch, and 3/4 of an inch. Something like that. I don't remember anymore. I think it's on the website. It's like, I don't know anymore. Okay. Yep, these are the accent pieces. Okay. Like I said, I wanted to really do something kind of nautical. And I found this blue, this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blue vinyl. And then I had a roll of this that came from a scrap box that I got from Bodio. I love their scrap boxes. You can really get a lot of nice things. And so this one was only like a 12-inch roll. And so I was like, I don't know what I can do with that. Really, it's not that big for anything. But I was like, oh, I can make accent straps for it. And it just makes it really pop. So that's what I'm doing. Alright. So I don't have to fold this over more than once. It's just in half because it's going to go up against the body of the thing. Alright, and since this tape I can just tear away, I like to start somewhere in the middle, push it together, and then work my way down. I find if I start at one end, by the time I get to the other end, it has shifted so slightly. And then it's not. It's not as straight as it could be. And then I'm like, what? Tori can do this so much faster. There we go. I probably had an easier time if I had a line down the middle. But that's okay. There we go. That's much better. She's asleep on my sandal. She put her head on my sandal. Luna, that is. And she's just... She's adorable. Okay. She's like just like a little baby. She loves to have me around. I'm her human. My husband is her alpha, but I'm her human. Okay. Just keep going all the way to the other side. It's so funny. I called Tori and I was like, Tori, I'm not understanding this. I'm reading it, but I'm not understanding it. Where are the fancy straps? Like, what's the measurement for it? And then she said to me, I was like, yeah, I read that, but I didn't understand it. She's like, it's okay. She had just woken up. It was like 6:30 in Australia. Okay. That should hold pretty well for a few minutes. Let me go ahead and... No, I need to do both of them at once because it needs to... I need to mirror it, so... Hey, baby. Oh, is he on the phone?
I have no idea.
He just told you to let me know. My husband stays on the phone a lot. And then I have to remind him that I'm doing a live and be like, babe, I'm doing a live in 10 minutes. He's like, okay. He's always on the phone working with contractors, homeowners, whatever, tenants. He's always working on something. Sometimes he's on the phone with his business partner, Janice, and they'll be on the phone for a while. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to put my AirPods on. I'm going to listen to an audiobook or something while you guys are chatting it up. Oh, she heard something. It's just Daddy, baby. It's okay. It's just Daddy. Sierra! She now wants to go up. I knew that was going to happen. As soon as she hears that front door, she's like, who's that? She's waggling her tail really cute. Oh, goodness. What, babies? What is it? Hold on, sweetheart. Let me get the door for you. Hold on. Give me a second. I just have to finish this. She's adorable. Okay, so I'm going to do the fancy straps for the Empress. Okay. Yeah, Tori and I were talking and said we have to do our dice bag game challenge. We have to finish that. I was like, yeah, I have it already cut out. She goes, I finally cut mine out. I was like, okay, well, wait on you, girl. But she's moving her studio into her house now. And her husband's going to take over the sewing shed that she had. So she can go on the inside. Come on. drink my Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm trying to make sure. Hello, hello. Where's the chat? There it is. Okay, just want to make sure I'm not missing anything from the chat. Okay, so you're going to need one of your pieces, one of your front pieces. And I'm going to need my big ruler for this. No, got it on the other one. Empress add-on. Okay, so let me get my glasses because I can't see. So if you guys didn't know already, I have to wear readers now because I can't see in front. Like I can't read things that are small. Eight. Okay. I am going to need my longer ruler there to make the connection between the two. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Now I need to connect the two. So for that, I'm going to use this ruler. Okay. And here's what I'm going to do to make sure both sides are the same. Like identical. I'm going to make sure I have a good, nice, thick line over here. Measure once. And then you go from here. Now I'm going to grab the other side. And I'm going to lay it down on top. Matching up the corners, and then and now it's marked on this one too. I love it when a plan comes together. Okay. Okay, awesome sauce. Okay, so you can go on the inside or the outside of this. I'm going to go on the outside of that line. Okay, let me get my double-sided tape. Okay. I'm going to put that right on there. Then I'm going to cut off that extra. I'm going to leave a little bit there just for good measure, just to make sure it stays. Okay. Okay. And then that will do the other sides over there. Okay, so done that one. Let me stick the other ones down and then I can work on sewing it. Okay. Can you guys hear my husband? I can hear him clearly, but at the same time, I can hear him all the time, so I hear him in my sleep sometimes. Okay. Okay, and then I think Tori said with this leftover over here, I can do the D-ring connectors for the crossbody. All right, so we are getting somewhere. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a bigger stitch. Like, I'm gonna take my glasses off for a second, put them to the side, because I only need them for reading. But I have my contacts in, so I can still see. It's just can't. Right. Okay. Okay. I'm really liking these colors together. When I picked them out, I was like, oh, yes. So pretty. It worked out really, really well. I think I have enough of this, like, polka dot fabric, because that's what it is. It's actually polka dots. I think I have enough of this polka dot fabric to make a purse pal, like a matching purse pal. Ooh, that would be cute. Okay, so let me put that to the side and then do the next one. guys, if you are new, let us know where you're from. And if you're working on anything fun or exciting, it doesn't have to be sewing. It could be crocheting, it could be cross stitching. Little hobby you guys. Okay, so there's that. Now I get to do the next one. Okay. Okay. That one's not so hard, but this one over here might be a little bit tricky. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Put these on together. Press right there. Press right there. Perfect. Okay. That turned out perfect, darling. Hi, Patty. I am making an Empress, Patty. I am making an Empress. How did you guess? Okay. Do, 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 do. Are you working on anything fun this week, Patty? I know you were just getting back in from convention, I think last week or the week before. Yes, with the this is my first time doing it with the add-ons, Patty. Yeah, it's my very first time doing it with the add-ons. I've never done the add-ons before. I had to call Tori and be like, Tori, what does this mean? Just like, what do you mean? I was like, well, just letting you know that I'm not really understanding this. It was funny. Does that look right? I think there has to be a little bit more. Well, that's the measurement. A ruby satchel? Ooh. By Maggie55 and Navy Croc. Ooh. That sounds fancy. I don't know what it was that I just dropped, but would you stick? It really doesn't like sticking. Stay. Would you stay with me? You're all I need. Okay. 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 I may have done this wrong. I have to cut some more. Because I didn't do like one side and then the other. I did both sides with the shorter sides, and then I have, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I have anything. Okay. All right, that looks good. Okay, I should have enough. Yes. Okay, good. I was starting to sweat a little bit. I don't know why. All right, let's stitch that down, and then I can come back and stitch the other one. I was sweating there, Patty. I was sweating. I was like, oh. I was like, oh, please don't let me mess this thing up. Okay. And I am going to put some gold Chicago screws right there. I think it's going to look awesome. Just a couple little things here and there to make a big difference. Come on. The stuff is stuck. Like, it's stuck on the tape. Makes no sense. I need to clean my needle out here in a second. Oh, sorry guys. I wobbled you guys a little bit coming off of that. Patty, how's the reception for you? Mine's a little blotchy, but then I'm also like on a different Wi-Fi with my what's that thing called? Not iPad. With my tablet. I have a tablet. I have a Samsung tablet. bit blurry, but still viewable. Okay. I don't know why it's blurry. I can kick my husband off the Wi-Fi. Maybe that'll help. I don't know if I'm even on the Wi-Fi. I might be on cellular data. I'm not sure. Okay, so that one's done. Let's do the next one. And then one of these has to be my front and one will be my back. I have to determine that. Let me check. Let me check, Patty. Am I on cellular data or am I on Wi-Fi? Oh. Yeah, I'm just on cellular, so maybe if I go on Wi-Fi. So let's not do that. Let's not do that because I don't know the password. Off the top of my head, I do not know the password. So it's going to be okay. Oh, sorry guys. Did it come back on? I'm back. Sorry. I was trying to figure out what I could do, but my Wi-Fi password. We're on cellular. Oh, much better now? Okay. I don't know what I did, but yay. Okay. Let me stitch that one right now. I keep bumping that cord. Back to blurry. You know the crazy part is, it's both spectrum. It's both spectrum. I don't know what I did. Maybe I can text my daughter and ask her what the password is. Last week I was on our T-Mobile one. That was like the house one that kind of goes with you. And the great part is that it was actually, it's for the boathouse, but it works really well at the boathouse. So, but it worked out really nice for streaming. Because it was pretty much just one device. It's too high. Finger got stuck there. Let's see here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I don't know if that Wi-Fi will do anything better because my husband is streaming on it right now to watch Jeopardy. He skipped a stitch. Oh, don't you dare. He almost went flying. Okay. Aha. I got the password. Let's see if I can get on, if that helps. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Okay. I'm back. Hopefully that's better. Patty, can you let me know if that's better? Okay. I'm back. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that's better. But if not, sorry, guys. So sorry. Okay. I'm going to cut these to the size that it needs to be now. Better. Awesome. Okay. So now I have to determine out of these two, which one do I want to be the front? Choices, choices, choices. They both look pretty good. They look pretty close to being similar. I wouldn't say they're absolutely identical, but better. I think I'll do this one as the front. All right, so let me do my hole punches for my Chicago screws. And these are the Chicago screws. Aren't they so pretty? I do one set at a time. One stitch at a time, one set at a time. Peel some of that sticky tape off from up there because I don't need it all the way up there. There we go. All right. Yay. Okay. Same thing with this one. Takes. Oh, I like those, everyone. I have 8 watching now. Woo woo. I'm getting fancy. Fancy dancy. Okay. There we go. Perfect. I put them on these fancy little card things. These came with the bell box or the beast box or one of those two. I think both actually. I think the only difference between the bell box and the beast box was the vinyl. And that's nice. Come on. There we go. And the reason I had these added with the bell box or the beast box was because I wanted people to have the option of using a type of rivet, but it's not a rivet, it's a Chicago screw. So if you didn't have a rivet press, you didn't have to worry about it. Just screw it in. Because most people have at least a manual screwdriver, hopefully, you know? Okay. Okay. Oh, those look so pretty. Okay. That looks so pretty. Alright, so that's the back, and then this is going to be the front. Okay. Grab my punch again. Pull off some of this tape. Don't need that anymore. There we go. It's very interesting. My number never really tells me how many people I have. It does and it doesn't. Like, it says 3 right now, but I'm sure it's still close to 8 like you said, Patty. Yeah. There we go. Whew. Had to stand up for that one. Put some elbow grease in that one. Like to kind of like make the hole a little bigger. Empress is my fave. I was talking to Tori about that about a couple hours ago. It was 6 o'clock her time and it was like 4:30 my time. And I was like, Tori, I'm reading this but I'm not getting it. Can you tell me what I'm supposed to do with these straps? Like, how long are they supposed to be or whatever? So she told me. I was like, okay, I read that, but it didn't make sense to me. Because she did the add-on by herself. Like, she's like, hey, what do you think? And I was like, oh, I love that. She's like, I'm just going to have it as an add-on. I was like, okay, that's fine. All right, I like to push down to expose the screw. And then put this on and kind of get it started just a little bit to make sure it's even before I finish it with a screwdriver. Okay, one more. It's kind of like having an earring. You know when you get an earring and sometimes after a little while it kind of closes up a little bit. I feel that's what happens sometimes. I have to push the hole through. Come on. There we go. Get it started. Okay, so this is going to be my front. So this is the one I'm going to put the tag on. Where did I put it? I don't have any that say Stitched Art Boutique in this type of colorway. So I'm just going to put a handcrafted one that I get from Mormino. To be honest, I bought those like 2 years ago, and I'm still getting through them. So I buy them for like packs, like for kits and stuff, and mostly for like my retreats, like when I did my bag making retreats, because if no one had their own, I wanted them to have something on their bag just to make them feel like, oh, this is, this is really nice. Or that is completely off, but that's okay. Yeah, this one is way more over here than this one. It is what it is. Oh, goodness. Okay. Do it this way. I'm trying to get it to be even. I just add it. Don't know where I put it. Oh, that's probably what fell on the floor. Okay. And this is falling apart. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. Awesome. Okay. So now we're going to put these pretty sides together. Sew up the sides. Let me clean up my station so I don't have anything falling. You little buddy. Just let me reach that far. You're gonna go right over there next to Saya. I have a Saya sticker over there. I've been contemplating whether I want to paint my top. Then that means I have to get all my stickers have to go bye-byes. I don't want my stickers to go bye-byes. I can get new stickers, but it's not the same. Okay, so that's good. The side one at least matches. Bottom ones may or may not. But it's okay. Okay. this side. Again, matching those, because that's the one you can see. You can't really tell that the bottom is or is not matching because there's a bottom panel. So well, that's crazy. They actually ended up matching each other from front to back. Even though from side to side they're not straight, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so now we are going to do our bottom. Where's my gusset? Not my gusset. Here. Okay. I didn't have gold purse feet, so I'm not putting purse feet down. It's okay. Doesn't always have to have all the bells and whistles. Sometimes you can omit some things. That's totally fine. Or use a different color hardware. It's your choice. Okay, so I'm going to actually stitch along because my thicker batting or my thicker stabilizer doesn't like to stick, and I don't want it moving and shifting on me. So I'm going to come in. Yep, I'm catching it. Okay, I was able to get that nice and sandwiched in. Okay, here's my markings. I have my markings here. Okay, let's clip. Clip, 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 clip. Okay, pretty side stitching. Get all my beautiful clips. I like to clip my center points first. So those are like my anchor points is what I like to call them. I like to get my anchor points done first. So side seam goes to that notch right there that's on the side of the curve. Okay, Same thing here. Okay, now I like to pin from the center on down. Everything should fit nice and snug. Okay. Do this side. It's sticking out just a little bit there. That's gonna. Not do much anything other than just annoy me. Honestly. It's just going to annoy me. Won't do anything else. Just annoy me. Same thing with this one. Trying to refresh in case I'm missing anything in comments, because sometimes my comments freeze up on me. Nope, okay. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. I do have a tutorial that I'm putting out, or like just a video, not even really a tutorial, on making, I think it's a swoon satchel. Dolly or something like that, I think it's called. I think that's the one. Might be a different one. Oh, no. I know what it is. It's the floozy. Floozy. Floozy by Seems Legit. I have that coming out this weekend. I needed to call a friend on that one too. I was like, sorry. I was like, listen, I'm just trying to get this done. What does this mean? So we have talked at least twice this week already. And it's only Wednesday. Go figure. For her, it's Thursday, but. And then last week on Friday night, when she was doing her live and she was talking and stuff, and she's like, you know, do you want to come on live with me? I'm like, oh, nope, because I am tipsy. She was like, oh, okay. It's like, it's good to have fun. And then I showed her the boathouse. Because she called me back on Messenger after she got off her live. She's like, hey. I was like, you want to see my boathouse? And so I showed her around. That's kind of cool. It's so pretty out there at night. Oh, it's so pretty. We're going back again tomorrow. But this time with the kiddos. But not Luna. We haven't figured out a solution for Luna there yet. Because her crate is like huge. And it will take up like the entire dining room. or half of the living room. It's so like, don't know yet, baby girl. We'll figure it out one day. So we'll figure it out one day. We will. She would love it. I know she would. There's a bunch of geese that come in the morning, and there's ducks out there. And one of our neighbors has 2 cats. So I guess cats are easier to keep on a boat than a big dog. Alright, us to the finish line. Almost to the finish line. Almost to the finish line. Line. Okay. Tori did tell me she'd probably do a video today. Not a live, but a video. She's got to get power to her space. She has power there. She just has to get power strips. She doesn't want to have to be like unplugging and plugging things back in. That's what she said. So I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Trim this down just so there's not that much bulk in the side seam. That's thick. And I like to leave a little bit of this. It's easier to butterfly that open when it's not cut down all the way. Maybe someday I will be brave and do a video, but I so just saw that I saw that she has moved into the house. Yes, she did move into her house. Yeah, Tori moved into her house. She said this is going to be so much better because there's some times where she just doesn't want to go into the sewing space area because it's dark outside or something, and she doesn't want to run into anything or, you know, like animals. She's like, I don't want to step on something. Like sometimes in the morning she'll want to get out there early, but then the sun's not out, so she's like, I don't want to go out there because I might step on a frog or a lizard or something. And they just sit there. She says they don't move. You just step right on them. I was like, yeah, I could see how that would be a problem. So now she's like, I can sew inside the house. And she's like, and when Jesse's home, it's going to make it easier for her to be able to keep an eye on him since it's not like completely detached from the house. So it works out really well, I think. We'll see. Okay. Awesome sauce. Just like that. Okay. So now that we've done that, I need to make my crossbody straps. Not crossbody straps, crossbody connector pieces. And I'm just doing webbing for my crossbody. I'm not doing anything fancy. Yeah, she can definitely keep a better eye on Jesse inside the house, for sure. Especially when he's on school holiday. I think she said her husband is at a strongman competition this week. So she can't bring the screen machine in by herself, so she has to wait for her husband to get back. But just about everything else is in the house she was showing me today. I am just making up a measurement. I do not know. All I know is it has to be like that. Okay, I'm going to use some fancy D-rings. Fancy dancy D-rings. Okay. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to take my exterior and I'm going to turn my lining right side out. So I can pretty sides touching when I'm put this all together. Looks like I didn't mark it. Mark your centers. Okay. I have to put it up on the table so I can see. Because if I can't see, I can't clip it very well. So bear with me for just a second. Yes, Luna Boona. What's going on, Mama? You want to come in? Okay, hold on. She wants to come in, so I think that, well, because she wants to come in, let me put it up just a little bit like this and like that so you guys can see what I'm doing. Hey, baby girl. You want to come in? Good girl. You want to go outside? No barking. Okay. She loves to get outside, but then if the neighbor's out there, she starts a barking and a barking. And the girl, what are you doing? It is now 8:30, so I've been making this bag for 2 hours now. Which isn't too bad, because I literally didn't do much prepping other than the interfacing. Like, I made the straps and everything, like the strappy pieces and everything, all during this live. Not too bad. Not too bad. I do want to do a challenge though and do 3 bags in 3 hours. So we'll see. I think it's 2 of them are Orosa bags and one of them is a, oh, I need to put this in there. I kind of like to off-center this just a little bit. So then that way on either side, the bulk is not exactly on that center seam. baby, hold on. She likes to let me know she's ready to come inside. Okay, come on. Come on in. Good girl. Are you going back upstairs? Okay. Go on. She's such a good girl. She tells me when she needs to go potty. And then she lets me know when she's done. Okay. I think we are good and we can start sewing this together. I put my clips in wrong. Darn it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Concentrate. Oh no, little guy. You stay there. Okay. There we go. I'm not going to cut down my strap connectors. I don't want to cut that down. I want to keep it. I'm just going to cut my curves. It's like trimming here. Just right. Not too, don't take off too much. Okay. Get all those little bits out. Into the trash. Okay. All right, let's turn this bad boy inside out. Okay, so we left two holes. I left one at the bottom of the bag and then the other one in the pocket, just to get everything through really nicely. But this is a nice, soft, very pliable vinyl. So you should be able to turn it with no problem. Slowly work that through. There we go. Okay, so we are getting somewhere. right there. Okay, really just push out in there. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Roll it. So before I do any of my closing anything, I always do my top stitching, because if anything goes wrong, you can always fix it. But once you do all the closing, then you're like, ah, no. So, just saying. Okay, so put the lining into the outside of the bag and push this out. Push it and then get in there, really push it in. Like to really like make sure. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm gonna still need a Tory squish some more, but it's definitely really nice. Okay, nice and hot, perfect. Okay. So for the top stitching, I really like to make sure that I'm rolling my lining down. This is important. I really like to just roll it down just to make sure it's nice and push down. And then clip. You could do this without clipping. Nobody says you have to do it with clipping, but sometimes it just keeps everything where it needs to be. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm also going to put a Chicago screw through this and this to keep that kind of up. The little fine details, you know? I'm not gonna lie, my thumbs are screaming at me. They're like, what are you doing? Why are you using this so much? Okay. Where did it go? Alright. This is going to be exercise. So, I like to top stitch with the top up, but I'm actually going to start on the side seam. And I do this because if anything starts going crazy, at least it's on the side seam, not on the front or back, like right where everybody can see it. So hopefully nothing goes crazy. Fingers crossed. Nothing goes crazy. very careful and diligent around the magnet. But that's also, oh, I ran out of bobbin. Ah! Oh, you son of a biscuit. I only had a bobbin and a half done. I had half a bobbin when I got started from another project. And then this bobbin. I'm not very happy that it wind up. I was so close. Ew. Oh my god. I'm such a doofus. Did you see what I did? I didn't even put it through the bobbin. I put it through the thread over here. I can't. I don't even make... Hi! I am making... it's 8:40 for us here. I'm making the Empress tote with the fancy straps. And then I just ran out of bobbin. Because, you know, top stitching and running out of bobbin. Not a big deal. I'm being fixed. I'm not. I'm being sarcastic. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's one of Tori's patterns. So it's actually Tori and my pattern because I helped her with the process. So I created the pattern pieces because she's not very good at curves and stuff like that. So I created all the pattern pieces, and then she did all the instructions, and then we put it all together, and that's our baby. That's our baby together. Thank you. Yep, I love it. I love this pattern. It's the first time I'm making it with the fancy straps, though. This is my first time making it with the fancy straps. Okay. Yeah, I usually come on at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. I find that that's a time when most people like are home, or at least able to at least kind of listen and watch at the same time. I don't think I'm gonna have to change it with my son's swim schedule. We'll have to double check with his dad to make sure he can take him on Wednesdays. Yes, I'm in the States. Yes, I'm in the United States. I am in North Carolina. I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina. Used to be in Raleigh / Garner, so hence the name of the channel. But we recently moved to Wilmington. And when I say recently, I mean like my husband and kids moved in October, and I moved in November. Because I had to close down the studio in Raleigh. Yeah, I think that's so cool. I was making dinner at that time, and that was why I was late. Oh, okay. That's what you were doing. Okay. Oh, because you're an hour behind me, right, Patty? Is 6:30 my time, 5:30 your time? It's the time that Tori and I usually go together too when we sew together. It's usually 6:30. Okay, top stitching is done. Dun 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 dun. Top stitching. Top stitching. Top stitching. Okay. And that is so nice. Look at that. That is nice. It's super nice. Oh, you're Eastern wet as well. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is so pretty. Take those little plastic things off. Oh. Oh, that's so pretty. That's staying up nice and tall. Okay, so now I have to do my straps. And then put my little things here. Let's do that first. I'm feeling very nautical with my colors and stuff today. Well, actually, I don't need this one. It's small enough that I can do this one. I'm very late to the live. I will have to rewatch it. I love the Empress. Oh, Kathy, thanks. Yes, the Empress. And I'm doing it with the fancy straps. This is the first time I've done it with the fancy straps. Tori, like, made the add-on and everything, and I was like, yeah, that's good. Luckily, I didn't have to, like, pattern test it on that because it was so... It's easy for her just to add those little accent things on. I'm trying to get my... Okay. And then I've got 2 more, which turns out perfectly for a 6-pack. Caught that one. You see that? I'm like a wide receiver. I don't know anything about any of those positions. I rarely watch sports. Even my husband doesn't watch them as much as he used to. When we first started dating, we'd meet up at a sports bar and he would watch sports and stuff, but no. I think his thing is more Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. And The Masked Singer with the kids. Kids love watching The Masked Singer. Okay. Oh, that looks so nice. Canton, about hour and a half from Springfield. Oh! Springfield, North Carolina or Illinois? Oh, Illinois. Yeah, sorry, I missed that. I got excited. I was like, oh, somebody else from North Carolina? Sorry. Alright, so that's the Empress. The crossbody is going to just be webbing. It's nothing fancy. It's just going to be webbing. But I need to make the double-sided handles. Handles! Okie dokies. So, got my accent pieces and then my main piece. That scared the bejesus out of me. Oh, that's the one I needed. It rolled away. Come back! Where did it go? I can't blame it on Luna because she's not in here. So I can't say she, like, took it. I don't know where it went. It rolled somewhere. Believe it or not, most of my floor is clear that way, so it just must have just rolled and kept on rolling. I don't know. Do you want this one? No. Okay, so I'm not using my wider one. I'm just gonna use the 1/4 inch. Yeah, Patty's in Kentucky. Right, Patty? You're in Kentucky? I try to remember where people are from, but sometimes. Gail, what's that? You can blame it on the dog. She'll most likely find it for you. Yeah, she will. Luna will find it, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what are you playing with? She'll be throwing it in the air and everything. I'm like, what are you playing with? And then I'll find it. Yeah. But she's not down here right now. She's upstairs with her daddy. She knows that I'm talking to myself, really, because she doesn't see anybody in here. I'm not paying as much attention to her, so she's like, well, if you're not going to pay attention to me, I'm going to go upstairs. Yes, right below Cincinnati. Top tip of Kentucky. Okay. Good. I knew it was somewhere like that. I lost some more. I paint my own nails with like the dip stuff. And it works great. But then after like 4 or 5 days, they start chipping off. And then I lose it. Then I lose them. So now I was washing my hands and the pinky ones came off right before the live. I'm like, I don't have time to redo it. That's what it is. And then now this one just came out somewhere. I don't know. I try. I try, guys. And sometimes it just doesn't work. It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. It is going to be alright. It happens. Like the whole thing like pops off like a press-on nail almost. Which is a good and a bad thing, because when I want to change colors, I don't have to worry about it. Like being too crazy. But then at the same time, this one I'm going to do with this one. So at the same time, it could be annoying when it just pops off in the middle of something, but it's okay. I might be able to call Luna down here again for the end of the video. So you guys can say goodbye to her. She's so sweet. Little baby girls. She's getting so big. She is going to be 2 at the end of this month. Crazy, huh? 2 years old. Don't ask me how much that is in dog years because I have no idea. I really don't. I know sometimes she acts like a bratty teenager. Or a spoiled toddler. Like when I'm in here sewing and I'm not talking to myself, like I'm not talking to you guys, she'll come in here, start nudging my elbow. Like, come on, let's go, let's go. And I'm like, girl, I'm doing stuff. And I'll be working too. I'll be like on my computer doing work and stuff. And she's like, what are you doing? Because this room, when I could see outside, you know, I've got enough lights in here now that it's decent lighting, but most of the time it's pretty dark sometimes. In the rest of the house, other than my bedroom where it's upstairs and it's got plenty of light up there. But it's just like, ugh. Okay. Okay, just doing one strap at a time because this accent piece doesn't like to stay stickied because it's very smooth. Smooth operator. Don't worry about me, guys. I've been getting plenty of sleep at night. I'm actually not waking up in the middle of the night anymore. So that's good. But I'm still tired. Nope. Some days are going to be better than others, and that's okay. Okay. When I first laid this thing down, I could see where it's like, ooh. I'm gonna like see what Georgia has suggested that I do. Drinking makes the line straighter. All right. Okay, so that's the two-tone strap. It looks really good. That looks so cute. All right, let's do the last one. Party. Okay, let me put a line in the middle so that way I can at least make this somewhat even. I knew I had a pen over here. I had a whole bunch of pens inside of this stitch thing. And a pencil. And my son, they started back doing homeschool this week. And he came down here and he was like, Mom, I need a pencil. Then he sees the pencil and he takes it. But he did ask me if I was using it. I was like, no, I'm not using it. So then he's like, okay, I can borrow it. I was like, okay. I guess. Okay. Making the line makes such a difference. Yeah. It's so much faster too for me when I draw the line. Got less than a month until my cruise with my husband. We are doing our 15-year anniversary. We've already celebrated our 15th year anniversary, but this is kind of like our present to each other. He knows how much I love cruising. I love cruises. I really do. I love being on the water. It's one of my joys. Okay. Wow, Patty, 45 years. I don't know. That's just insane. Not like insane, but insane. You gotta admit, that's a long time. That's longer than I've been alive. Not by much, but still. That's awesome. Is he doing all right? Thanks, Shanova. Smash that like button. She's coming to say hi really fast. I'm sure she's taking her sleep meds already. Just getting ready for bed. I ran into a guy on the walking trail who was talking about a King Corso and how big it was. And I was like, yeah, my friend Shanova. It's like one of my sewing friends has one. And it's just a big baby. I think the bigger the dog, the more it's a baby. It's just a big baby. That's what I can say, because Luda is a big baby. She tries to sit on me sometimes. I'm on the floor on a beanie chair, on a beanbag chair, because the regular chairs hurt my legs because they're dangling. Yes, I have dangling legs because I'm so short. So I'm on a beanbag on the floor, and she'll sit right next to me, and then sometimes she'll just like literally sit on top of me, just back up like a freight train, right to me. hilarious. It's like, really, it's not like you weigh 80 pounds. She's my babies. He is a big baby. They just lounge around and they're just so adorable. I'm so happy I got Luna. I was talking to Shanova about getting a dog, before I got Luna. I was looking at different rescues and stuff like that. But with both my son and my husband having allergies to dogs and cats, it was going to be very hard to find a hyperallergenic one in the shelters. So it just so happened that my husband's business partner, also breeds once a year. That's it. Once a year, and it's usually like a different mixture of female with male. She didn't do one this year because she's like, it's financially, it's hard for a lot of people, and she did not want to have puppies not have homes. So I think that was very, very respectable and responsible of her. But yes, she gifted Luna to us. Well, to me. She was 10 weeks old when we got her. She was a little tiny thing. Little tiny, tiny, tiny thing. Yeah, she's adorable though. Okay. And all that to say, I'm very, very, very happy that we got Luna. She has been a godsend to me. Oopsies. Okay. Okay, so that's done. Whew. Okay. That's done. Now we can put our straps on. You probably can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm just going to clip these on, and I'm going to sew it and then put another thing of Chicago screws on it, because I really think it'll make it look fancy. But I also want to paint the edges. I want to do some edge painting on the edges, just to kind of give it that little extra finish, because I don't have gold strap end covers. So because I don't want to I don't want to just looking raw edge like that. Yeah, by the end of the 1.5 mile walk, Luna was definitely like, I'm tired. I was like, I'm tired. It was so muggy out there today. Oof, it's muggy, muggy, muggy. Okay, that is the bag. It's adorable. Isn't it cute? Mm-mm-mm. So, my plan is to start taking some of my lives and shortening them, and just cutting out certain things, and then just kind of like fast forwarding through things and see if I can do some editing on some of my lives, so people can kind of like still watch it, but not have like all the dead space in between, kind of thing. Um, that's my plan. Let's see what happens. I can't promise anything like it'll be tomorrow, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. So this is gonna be my crossbody strap. I'm gonna do a connector that takes it from the 1.5 inch to the very small cutesy this one, so that it can go like this. So that just matches so well. All that gold just matches so pretty like that. Okay. I mean, I don't think a gold chain will work though on that. That would be cool. It was a big chunky one, yeah, but I don't want it being too heavy. That's the other thing. I love this. So I think if I'm not mistaken, I got my vinyl, my exterior vinyl from Fabric Warehouse Direct. And then the accent one I got from Bodio like 2 years ago or something like that. It looks so good, Emily. I've just been under the weather. This week's Australia. It's 11:12 a.m. now. Oh, Kathy, I hope you start feeling better soon. I think it's been kind of chilly over there. Tori was telling me that it was a little snappy and chilly out there today for her. When I was talking to her earlier, but yeah, hopefully you start feeling better soon. And you can watch the replay. Oh, okay, let me see. Yeah, let me see if we can get Luna Buna. So she can say bye-bye to you guys. Luna! Luna, come! Luna, come! Daddy, is she in her crate? Oh, she's sleeping. Okay. She's sleeping. Luna Buna is sleeping. Hello, Arnetta. How are you? So Luna is sleeping, but she normally gets to bed about 9:30. So I try to be done by 9:30, so I'm not interrupting her when I go upstairs, because she gets put to bed at 9:30. Oh, you caught me at the very end, Arnetta, but I'm so happy to see you. I'm happy to see you guys. I was thinking about you the other day when I was hearing all that news about stuff happening in DC, like the National Guard coming in and all that kind of stuff. I was like, I hope Arnetta's okay. Like the whole city of DC, I'm like, oh, hope Arnetta's okay. It's funny. All right, well, I'm starting to get sleepy. I guess Luna is rubbing off on me. Sleepy. All right, guys. Good. I am going to go ahead and head off. This was a very, very fun make. I think I'm probably going to make a couple more of them. I love the fancy dancy straps. And yeah, if you don't have the pattern, get it. I did not do a very good job about putting any links on the description, because I had the link and then it disappeared, and then I had to do a new one, and it is what it is. YouTube has been having glitches with me lately, so it's like, I don't know what you're doing, and I don't know. So I'll just sew these straps on, and put the Chicago screws through them after I've done some edge painting on those edges, but I will do that later. And thank you, Sandra. Send you gold ribbons if you want them. Sure, Patty. Send them. I'm sure you have plenty of gold. You have lots of gold. I love the different colored ones that you sent me. I need to do something with those too. I have lots of colorful vinyl that I'm just trying to work through, and I want to do a Christmas bazaar, I think it's called, like at a different centers around here, like community centers and stuff, so I can start selling more of my stuff in person. So, all right, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you guys coming on. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share, because sharing is caring. Except for germs. Don't share your germs. Bye.